Hello everyone and welcome back to Cooking with Efya. Today we're making something special. We're making homemade fish pie, very soft, golden and flaky on the outside. Trust me, you're going to love this deliciousness. If you love fish pie but want to try a trusted and easy step-by-step method, then stay with me to the end and you're going to love the end result. Trust me, all you have to do is to trust the process. Now grab your apron and let's start cooking. Now for the start of the show, I'm using fresh mackerel fish. I've already cleaned it thoroughly, so make sure to remove any guts or any unwanted particles that you don't need from this fish from it. Okay, now once the fish is nice and clean, I will place the fish into my cooking pot. I'm using a deep pot to allow it to steam very well. Now add some chopped onions. Onions give the fish flavor as it cooks and soften it up beautifully. Next, I'll add a little bit of salt to taste and your favorite fish seasoning of your choice. I personally love using seasoning powder. You can also use some seasoning cubes or homemade spice that can really season this fish very well, and you are good to go. Don't forget also to add a little amount of water to it to help steam the fish very well. Now cover and allow it to steam on low medium heat until it's nice and perfect. And we are back after extra 10 minutes of cooking it. It's still not ready, so I'll leave it to cook on low medium heat for extra 5 minutes. And after that, this is how our fish looks like. It's looking very soft right now and it smells really good in here. Right now I'm just going to allow this to cool down a little bit. I will also debone it, and from there we're going to proceed by frying everything. So in a different cooking pot, I'll go in with a little bit of oil. We are not deep frying. Once the oil is hot, add in the flaked fish. Stir gently and allow the fish to sizzle for few minutes. This frying step adds extra flavor and dries out excess moisture. Trust me, you're going to love it. And once everything is nice and ready, I'll also add in my chopped vegetables. I'm using scallions, carrots and onions, but feel free to explore. You can use bell peppers, green beans or any other vegetable of your choice and you are good to go. Stir and let everything fry on low heat. This gentle cooking brings out sweetness from the vegetables and allows the flavors to marry. You're going to love it, trust me. You don't have to rush in this process at all. Now just look at the texture. It's looking very dry and perfect. Now let's season it with a little bit of salt and extra seasoning or fish seasoning if it's needed. Taste it, and if it's okay, that's just fine. If not, kindly adjust everything to your taste. And after adding in everything, we're going to allow this to steam properly on low medium heat for extra 5 minutes for the veggies to loosen up a little bit. And as you can see, it looks absolutely perfect, and that's what we're looking for. Now we're going to allow this to cool down a little bit because it's ready. Yes, it smells really good in here, trust me. Let's set this aside and move on to our pastry dough. In a large mixing bowl, add 5 cups of all-purpose flour. Kindly also use soft flour or plain flour and you are good to go. Moving forward, I'll also go in with 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. The nutmeg is going to bring out a very nice aroma in this pastry, so you just don't need to omit it at all. Okay, now let's also go in with some baking powder and also some salt to taste. And don't worry, I'm going to be listing everything I use in the description box for you to check it out. Now here comes in the most flavorful ingredients, which is going to take the pie taste to another level. Yes, we're going in with 1 tablespoon of garlic and onion powder. You can skip this if you don't like the taste of it, but trust me, it's going to add a very nice flavor and aroma to it. Trust me on this one. Now let's also go in with margarine, which is cold butter or margarine. I'm using 250 grams of cold margarine. When the butter or the margarine is cold, it's going to give the pie a very nice crust and that flakiness that you want in your pie. Trust me. So gently wrap the margarine into the flour with your fingertips. You should start to see a breadcrumb like texture. Be patient because this part is very important. It makes all the difference. You don't need to rush in this process at all. When you squeeze a handful of the mixture and it holds in shape without crumbling apart, then you know you are on the right track. So as you can see, it is looking like a bread crumb texture, and that's what I was saying. So now it's time for us to go in with some eggs, and I'm going to be using 3 eggs for this recipe. Why are we adding in some eggs? Eggs add richness to the dough and it helps with binding as well, and it gives the crust a very soft but firm structure. They also helps the dough bake evenly and keep it from drying out. Trust me. So you don't have to skip it, but if you're allergic to eggs, you don't need to worry yourself about it. You can omit it totally. Now mix the eggs into the flour mixture very gently. Slowly add some water to it little by little while mixing. You want to form a soft dough, not sticky but not too dry. If you pour in too much water at once, the dough may turn soggy and needs more flour, which can make it very heavy, and we don't want that to happen at all. Now that we have achieved the perfect dough that we're looking for, all that is left is for us to wrap the dough in a plastic wrap, or we're going to cover the bowl with some cling film, and afterwards we're going to place this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. This step allows the dough to rest, become firm and easy to roll out the dough later. Now after about 30 minutes, the dough is out. We're going to sprinkle some flour on our working surface, and I will place a portion of the dough on it. Now we are not rolling it too thin. About 1/4 inch thick is perfect. I like to work in batches, so take one piece at a time, roll, cut and fill. That way the dough stays cool and doesn't dry out. Use a round cutter or a small bowl, just the way you see it on the screens right now, to cut out your circle or any shape that you have. Repeat this process in small sections until all your dough is cut. I went through this rolling and cutting process 3 times or 4 times, and each time I roll out the dough, I make sure to fill them immediately, just the way you see it on the screens right now. Don't leave your cut dough sitting for a long time. Fill and seal as you go. Yes, it's super easy, just like that. Now after adding in the filling, don't forget as well to brush the edges of the dough with some egg wash or water to help seal the dough very well. It's very important, so you don't need to skip this part at all. Okay, now let's repeat the same process until everything is nice and ready. And so whilst that is going on, I want to also remind you that subscribing is free. So if you haven't still subscribed to the channel yet, baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to my channel, and also do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much for doing that. And to my lovely, amazing, returning and new subscribers right here, you guys have been so amazing. I love you guys and keep supporting your girl always. Thank you so much. Alright, so see how perfect the meat pie turn out. All that is left is for us to arrange them beautifully on our baking pan, and once that is done, we're going to brush the top of the dough with more egg wash. This gives them that golden and glossy finish after baking, and we're going to bake this in the oven for about 30 minutes under 160 degrees Celsius, and it should be ready. So after baking everything, this is how it turned out. It turned out very perfect and looks very inviting. Now let's open one to see how the inside looks like, and look at that. The crust is flaky, the inside is moist and very flavorful. Just perfect and just the way I was looking for. If you love this fish pie recipe, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share to your lovely friends and family so they get to see this amazing and inspiring recipe as well. Try this at home and let me know how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep cooking with love and see you soon on Cooking with Efya. Bye.